the mortgage market grew by 6.8% in the second quarter, and we grew by 6.3%. And I'm very pleased about this because we are sort of a broad-based bank. We are sort of the bank for the many in Sweden. We are there for everybody. And now we see stabilization of prices. We also see that, number of transactions generally have come down a bit, which is good. Now we are in line with what we've seen average in the past 4 years, which is a good place to be.
But going forward, given the fact that house prices are moderating, and also we're seeing increasingly further amount of regulation in that space as well, rules are tightening up. On a forward-looking basis, are you getting a little bit concerned about the health of the housing market?
We saw the effect of the tightening in March and in the beginning of April. But then coming through to the end of April, the market adapted to this. So many people who thought that they would be hit by this second round of amortization rules realized that they were not being affected at all. And then they moved back into the market. And then also I think that the stabilization of prices it has brought back confidence a bit, and that's important. So I welcome this development. At the same time, there's still a huge need for affordable housing in Sweden, and we see that. We see that all over the country. So there's still a demand that hasn't been fulfilled. And when that starts to pick up the building and construction of affordable housing, mostly rental, we are there to lend to the builders too.
Speaking of lending to the builders and the housing market, what we're also seeing is smaller businesses are now entering into the space as well. We're seeing more fintech companies get involved. We're seeing more peer-to-peer lending. How is the new competition from non-traditional players affecting your ability to put in margins?
To be very honest, it hasn't affected us very much because the way that the newcomers, they are more, it's a kind of a different mortgage product. It's you have a fixed price for 3 years or you lock in your mortgage. In Swedbank, it's a broad product. You can borrow more on your mortgage, you can amortize more, you can pay back earlier. We can be there if you divorce and you need to have, you can't pay for a year. All of these features that you need to have through sort of a life cycle. So this, I think, is a more targeted product. At the same time, I think it tells you something about Sweden, about the innovation energy that we see here. We see newcomers in very many areas, and there's always something to learn. So we look at them, we follow them, we learn what we can, and adapt what we can from them too.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.